Welcome to Enduring Journey to Bliss. My name is Deanne, and I wanted to take a moment and take a look at this begonia with all of you. This is what is called a cane begonia, and that is due to the way that the plant grows. It grows up on canes, and then it forms the leaves along the cane, and then it will, hopefully, eventually it'll give you some blooms. This particular one, I believe, is white ice. I do not have a name tag in it, but I must have when I watered last, or something took it out and forgot to place it back in there, but I do believe it's white ice. I'll verify that, and of course I will add it to the playlist for this begonia. And that way you'll have the name for sure. But she's doing pretty well. She's got nice leaf growth on a begonia. The leaf, when they start to grow, they kind of have this burgundy look. Hopefully you can see that the color is different. And then as they grow and they fill, for this particular one, they turn into these beautiful, with the green background and kind of silver leaves. They look quite pretty. I'll go ahead and I'll turn this a little bit for you. I'll push it back. This one has some buds happening on it. Here's a new leaf. You can kind of see it still has that burgundy look to it right now. And that will continue to change color and get more of the green instead of the burgundy look to it as it grows. Eventually it will look closer to this kind of color. But right now it's a nice young little leaf. And so it has this. And this one, this here cane, has some bud on it right here. Tiny little bud. She's not quite open. She is opening. But this is how they look from the side view. And then when they open, they actually open up, and they'll have the little yellow center. But this one is not fully opened yet. It's still working on it. And there's more beautiful leaves. It's nice and full. And then here's quite a few buds that she's working on. Hopefully you can see all of those. She is a nice little plant. I enjoy having her. She has the interesting leaf structure. And let me see if I can show you what I'm talking about by a cane begonia. So if you look underneath here, you see all of her. See, maybe I have to set her down and push her down like that. And then I can maybe lift up a couple leaves. There we go. So you see the canes, they start down, and then you get these canes that come up. And that's why it's called a cane begonia variety. It's the growth pattern where it grows out on the canes like that. See if I can show that on this side as well. Yeah, you can see the canes. They come up nice and tall, and then the leaves sprout off of the canes. Rex begonias, they grow a little differently. I've got some leaves I want to remove down here. So when the leaves dry and fall, I do like to remove them because typically that is a spot for bugs to hide. And so I do like to get those off, or out and off. Yeah. But a Rex begonia grows differently than a cane. Again, I'll lift this and you can see the canes down there. The cane begonia is easy to grow for me. I hope it's easy for others to grow as well. She has beautiful leaves. There's so many varieties, so many colorations this white ice is just one variety. There's a multitude of them out there. So if you like the look of a cane begonia, hopefully you can find one that you would like to add to your collection. Down here, this is a brand new leaf. Can you see how that has that kind of that bronze color to it? It's very new. It's just emerging out. And eventually it will get the same kind of coloration as this leaf right here. This particular one I have in like a hanging pot. It is just about ready to be repotted, I believe. It's getting pretty full, and we're coming up on spring, and that's always a good time to repot any of your plants. So I may end up doing a repot on her. And if I do, I'll definitely share that with all of you when I do that. If any of you happen to grow cane begonias or Rex begonias, or just plants in general, and you have some tips or tricks that you'd like to share, please feel free to do that. I do fertilize this every time I water. I use a liquid fertilizer. Well, actually, the fertilizer is not necessarily liquid, but I take a old distilled water jug and I add my fertilizer to that jug, a 1 gallon jug, and that's what I use to water. So typically I will have my Cali Magic, and I will have my my seaweed extract that I add to that gallon. And then depending on the week and where I am with my watering cycles, I might use the K-Lite fertilizer. It's like a granule type that dissolves in the water. Sometimes I will add some Epsom salt, very small amount, into the water. And I have some other fertilizers that I will add in as well. I have shown those on other videos, but I rotate it. So 1 week I'll maybe do the Epsom salt and the seaweed extract and the Calamagic, and then the next week I will not use that. The next week I'll use the Calamagic and the seaweed extract along with something like the K-Lite fertilizer, which is the granule. Everything I use, I try to use is organic. I don't like synthetic fertilizers for my plants, and that's just a personal preference on my part. If you use them and are having success, by all means continue doing that. My journey is not to tell you how to do it, it's to share how I do it. And if you have insight that I might lack, or other tips that may be beneficial to me and my growing, please share. But yeah, my focus is not to teach you the only way to grow a house plant, or any plant for that matter. My focus is continuing my own personal journey through life and all of its ups and downs. And one of the ways that I cope with some of the stressors in life is my plants. And so I just want to share that journey with all of you. And also, theoretically, I'm not getting younger, and one day perhaps my daughters will appreciate taking a look at these videos and spending a little time with their mom when she's no longer around. Hopefully that won't be for another 30 years, but you know, I just kind of want to document my plant care, what I do, how I do it, and share that with any of you that are interested. So I will add this to my playlist for this particular begonia, and hope you all have a wonderful day. I'm so appreciative that you stopped by for a visit. Again, if you have any ideas or thoughts on care, I would be happy to hear from you. I'm hoping that these blooms continue and develop and actually open up for me. And if they do, I'll definitely share that. Um, thanks again for visiting. Please stop by for updates and enjoy the rest of your day or evening. Thank you.